David Beckham meets Jude Bellingham, FIFA World Cup history makers. After launching FIFA 23's World Cup mode, EA unveiled some fresh special edition covers. 12 countries participating in the finals each get their own special edition FIFA 23 cover. Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to walk you through the FIFA World Cup Special Edition cover, which features Jude Bellingham, a rising star, and David Beckham, a well-known legend. Make sure to stick with us till the end to know their origin story, shirt numbers, and much more. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The England-themed cover features Bellingham and Beckham, and they are one of 12 new Special Edition covers. Jude Bellingham and David Beckham spoke with Copa 90 to talk about the World Cup, their new FIFA 23 cover, and what it means to wear the Three Lions jersey. Jude Bellingham, a young baller, will aim to have a significant impact on England's World Cup campaign in Qatar. Under Gareth Southgate, the Borussian Dortmund starter has had a meteoric rise in the world of international soccer. David Beckham, who has experience playing for England on the world stage, and Bellingham spoke about their careers, influences, the Three Lions, the FIFA World Cup, and their exclusive FIFA 23 covers, along with other topics. The pair discussed their father's impact on their growth as young children. When they sat down with Copa 90's Clara Amfo, they were both discovered by their youth teams in identical ways, Beckham by Manchester United and Bellingham by Birmingham. To further emphasize Beckham's legendary position in the game, the cover features an animated depiction of Bellingham with Beckham appearing as a stone statue. As this is Jude Bellingham's first ever FIFA World Cup, he was asked about how he was feeling about all this. He replied by saying that till a couple of years ago, he never even thought he would ever be on a FIFA cover, let alone with David, and sharing it with him is really special. David replied to him for his kind words for him. He said, "I'm very excited. The fact that I'm actually with someone that is so talented and an exciting player in our country, and someone that's going to go on to have an incredible and long career, huge." They were asked how they control their emotions while walking on the pitch as a player. Come on, every football fan can imagine how exciting and overwhelming that could be. Bellingham replied by saying, "Keeping yourself calm, especially when the anthems are playing. I think about who I'm playing for. My granddad not long passed away. I know it would mean the world to him because he loved this country so much." Beckham also shared his experience, said, "When I was 7 years old, I only wanted to represent my country. Stepping out onto that pitch at Wembley with all those thousands of fans, that's the moment where it's goosebumps. Singing that national anthem means something. Representing my country was the biggest moment in my career, and I would have to say my proudest moment would be in 2002, captain in England for the first time in a World Cup. That was when David Beckham was the captain of the England football team, and his goal got England into the World Cup finals. They both also shared the influence their fathers had on them, and how they supported their kids. Beckham said, "My mom and dad, they've never missed a game. My dad worked from 6 in the morning till 7 in the evening. When he came back from work, that was his time to take me over to the park and kick a ball around for an hour or so. Practice, that's all I've done, just hitting the ball against the wall." Bellingham shared his experience and stated, "The message from my parents was, if you're gonna do it, you're going to do it perfectly. My dad was my first coach. He always reminded me, sometimes when I'd have to stop, that you're doing it, we're doing it all in." Then they talked about how they played for the first time. Beckham said, "One Sunday I had a really good game and a guy came up to me and he said to me and my mummy that I'm a Manchester United scout, my name's Malcolm Pigeon, and asked if I would like to come up for a trial, and I literally burst into tears." Bellingham then shared the similarity that how they got both randomly picked. In his case, he said, "That's basically the same thing with Birmingham, really. I first got the call from a friend of my dad who was working in Birmingham. He said, well, you might as well bring him along. He's doing okay, just bring him along and see if he's any good. I went, and I think they saw something in me maybe, that they could work on and develop, and obviously I wouldn't be where I am without Birmingham." Then they told the origin story of their football careers. Beckham said, "I left London when I was 15 years old. I was doing what I wanted, so leaving wasn't such a big thing. Obviously, I miss my parents, I miss my friends, but in all honesty, I was doing what I loved. Then I moved to Madrid where I couldn't speak the language. I didn't know any of the players, and it was a challenge." He described moving to Madrid as a challenge and as well as an opportunity, that he got to learn a new language and learn from some of the best players. While on the other hand, Bellingham's story isn't very different. He said, "You have to grow up quickly because you're playing with players who are more experienced. The players I was playing with at Birmingham expected a standard of you that goes past football, but how you carry yourself as well. And so I was learning from them quite quickly that I needed to be at their level in terms of maturity and try and stay to that every day." But he did say that he loosened up sometimes. David was asked about the significance of Eric Harrison in his life. He described Eric as his strict coach. He said, "Eric Harrison was our youth team coach. He was tough. tough. He was really strict. The pitch that we played, his office was up there. So on a Saturday morning, we used to play these games and he used to bang on the window when we were doing something wrong. He was our mentor, or he was the reason why Manchester United had the players that we did and went on to win. What we did was because of Eric Harrison. Next up was the story behind their shirt numbers. David had shirt number 7. When he was asked the story of how he got that, he replied by saying, "My hero growing up was Brian Robson, and he wore the number 7 for Manchester United. Everything that he did in his career, I wanted to emulate, so number 7 will always be special to me." All Bellingham fans know that Jude has shirt number 22. He tells the story that it comes from Mark Dodds. He was saying, "I think you can be more than just a 10 or 8 or a 4, and he wanted to put it all together. He says, "I think you should be a 22 if you want to be elite," and I took on the challenge. Bellingham was asked what he did when he got the call. He said, "I went to go meet up with the 21s, and I think there was an injury in the senior team. I went to the AD booth for the 21s coach, and I'd like to check in." Then the coach said that Gareth wanted him on the senior team. He stated that he was quite emotional at that moment. In the end, Beckham shares his views on the new generation of players. He said that everyone remembers how much it meant to the country in 1966, when women won that football match. He has a good feeling about the new generation playing, and thinks they have a successful career ahead of them. That's it for today's video. Are you a football fan? Which team are you supporting in the FIFA World Cup 23? Do let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure to like this video, and subscribe to never miss updates from us. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Until next time.